My name is Igle. I am one of the people who was involved in the vision for NITheCS, the National Institute for Theoretical and Computational Sciences, which sounds fantastic, but what does it actually mean? So let me take an example. In 2024, there was a drought right across 5 countries: Mozambique, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and all the way over to Angola. 71 million people were involved. There was famine. The prices of food shot up. Part of this institute looks at why this happened. And when you really start to look into it, into why it happened, we do know that it is connected to an ocean current on the opposite side of the world, out in the Pacific Ocean. How do we know this? We know that there's a connection because we can make a model of the Earth, an Earth systems model, and figure out that those temperatures affected the rainfall in southern Africa, and they will do it again. And of course we ask ourselves, how often will this happen? Is it going to happen again next year? And this institute pulls in everyone to answer that kind of question. So everyone who can look at computers, everyone who can ask questions like that, the mathematicians, the people who look at the ocean currents, the whole lot, including, curiously enough, the theoretical physicists, because you need all those people coming together to answer that kind of question. There's a similar one with the events in Durban of 2021, and sure, we can say there were devastating floods. There were over 430 fatalities. Why did this happen? We understand the weather phenomenon that made this happen. But with this kind of group of scientists, we can also say that used to be a once in 40 years phenomenon. It would happen about once, roughly once every 40 years. But in the present weather and climate situation, it's once in 20 years. Its frequency has gone up, its severity has gone up, and its effect on humanity has gone up. And as humans, we've got to get to the bottom of this. It has to do with not only curiosity, but the need to solve these existential problems. This kind of institute brings in experts in their fields who can talk to one another about those kinds of problems. Now, I think you might be astonished to know that the Nobel Prizes in 2021 for physics were given to 3 people who seemed to be doing some work in an abstruse piece of physics that was out in left field. Even the physicists thought it was weird. And yet, they were the ones who were able to figure out how tiny disturbances and the effect of human beings have added up over the years to change into this kind of devastating effect on humanity. More than that, one is looking at, so how is South Africa contributing here? Part of this institute is that mathematics and statistics were in big trouble. We still haven't got enough statisticians to staff Stats SA, who tell us about poverty, what it means, how can we reduce it. And that's what this is for. That's why my heart is so full with the founding of this institute.